Yes, hello students, myself Swati. This is your maths class. You know that due to coronavirus, we are starting our online classes on YouTube. Yes, this is my first video for 9th class. The chapter is chapter number 3, that is coordinate geometry. I will start with the introduction of this chapter. Okay. So first of all, you should know what is the meaning of coordinate geometry. First, I will start with the thing that you know. That is plane. Yes. Now I think many students know what is the meaning of plane. Okay. First of all, I will introduce with the number line. If I have to represent a number on a line, then that is known as a number line. If I want to represent 5, okay, on a number line, how I am representing it? I'll start here from 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is called my number line. This is my number line. On right hand side, I am always writing the positive numbers. On left hand side, I am always writing the negative numbers. Okay. Now, with this number line, can you see that I can represent only the points which lie on this line only. If I want to represent something which is lying outside this line, how I will represent this? If I am having a point like this, if I have a point like this is my A point, how I will represent it online? Can you see? No, it is very difficult to represent. Like if I am having any other point like this, B, how I will represent it on number line? Can you see that these points are not coming on number line? Okay, so to overcome this difficulty, what has been done? We have introduced a new concept, and that is your coordinate geometry. Okay, so how I have introduced it, or how the mathematician have introduced it. Actually, what happened when at some places our problem has not been solved by the number line, we came to know that one line cannot solve our problem. So what we have done is we have taken two perpendicular lines. Yes, students, see it properly. When we have taken two perpendicular lines to represent a point, okay, when we have taken two perpendicular lines to represent a point in, can you see that now these points are not lying on line, these points are lying on a plane. What is the meaning of plane over here? Plane means like a paper, like a desk, like a board, in which we are talking about two dimensions. Two dimensions means x-axis or y-axis. It can be x-axis, y-axis in general, but it can be anything like y-axis or z-axis, z-axis or x-axis, but in general we will talk about x-axis and y-axis only. Okay, so when I'm having a point in a plane, I have to represent it with the help of coordinate geometry only. So what is the meaning of coordinate? What is the use of coordinate geometry, or what is the need of coordinate geometry? So coordinate geometry is actually the branch of mathematics. You can say that this one is the branch of mathematics which deals with the points which lie in a plane. Okay, now I have to see how I have to represent these points in coordinate geometry. Before that, I think you should know how to relate this point A and point B or anything with our general life. Okay, like all of you are having study table in your room. Let us suppose this is the top of your study table. Okay, now on the top of this study table you are having a book kept over here. Okay, that is your maths book for sure, because you are studying maths regularly, I know that. Okay, this is your maths book, and I want to know the position of this maths book, okay, in this table, regarding this table. So what I will do is I will see that what is the distance of this book from this line. What is the distance of book from this line? Like if the distance is 30 centimeter. Okay, and what is the distance of this book from this line? Like if it is 15 centimeter. So can I say the position of this book is either 30, 15, or we can write 15, 30 both. It depends on what we have taken x or what we have taken y. So we will not talk about the x and y. We will just talk about this 30, 15 or 15, 30. So this point actually represents the position of this book from both the edges of the table. So you can relate the same situation of position of a point in a plane as the position of book on your study table. Understood, students? I think you have understood what is the use of coordinate geometry in our day-to-day life. Okay, now you have understood what is the meaning of x-axis and what is the meaning of y-axis, how we can relate it in our daily life. Okay, now we can start our exercise, that is our 3.5 exercise. Start. Yes, students, take out your book, your NCERT book. I think you all are having this NCERT book. Okay, now we will start with exercise 3.1, that is on page number 53. Okay, page number it is 53. Now we can start it. What is our first question? You can see what is the first question. Okay, exercise 3.1, first question. How will you describe the position of a table lamp on your study table to another person? I think it is same question as I have described the position of a book on the study table. Okay, so they are saying how you will represent the position of study lamp on your study table. So roughly I will make a study table. This is my study, the top of my study table. Okay, now over here we are having a lamp. Okay, my drawing is not good, so I'm making a roughly diagram of it. Table lamp will have a shape like this. Okay, so I have to represent the position of this lamp with respect to this study table. So what I will do is, if suppose the study lamp is having a distance of 20 centimeter from this axis and 25 centimeter from this edge. This lamp is having 20 centimeter distance from this edge of the table, and this lamp is having a distance of 25 centimeter from this edge of the table. Then can I say that this lamp is having a position of 20, 25, or it will have a position of 25, 20. I will not tell you that which one will be correct, because here it depends on the value of what you are taking as x-axis and what you are taking as y-axis. Here up to this point it is okay. It is correct. You can take anything, this one or this one. So how I will represent, you can see that from the vertical edge, this is your vertical edge of the table, this is your horizontal edge of the table. With the vertical edge of the table the distance is 20, with the horizontal edge of the table the distance is 25 centimeter of this study lamp. I think it is very easy. You can represent it easily. You can take any other numbers also what you want, like in place of 20 you can take 30 or anything. Okay, now come to second question. I think you have understood question number first, all of you. Yes, question number second. Okay, street plan. A city has two main roads which cross each other at the center of the city. These two roads are along the north-south direction and east-west direction. There are two roads in the direction of north-south. North-south, I think all of you know, the up one is north and downward is south. And second road is in the direction of east and west. So this one is east and this one is, I think you are doing it in the map also, the upward. जो ऊपर वाला है वो आपका नॉर्थ होता है, नीचे वाला क्या होता है, साउथ. ये ईस्ट बंगाल साइड जो मैप होता है दैट इज योर ईस्ट. गुजरात साइड जो है वो आपका क्या है, वेस्ट है. देयर आर टू रोड्स, दे कट ईच अदर at the center. Okay, they cross each other at the center. So this I will assume as center. Center I will represent by C. Okay, now next page, 54 page number. All the other streets of the city run parallel to these roads. Okay, there are two main roads, that is west east, north south. Okay, so other roads are moving parallel to these roads, and these roads are 200 meter apart. Okay, there are 5 streets in each direction. हर direction में 5 streets हैं. तो आप देख सकते हैं अगर 5 स्ट्रीट्स होंगी, अगर मान के चलिए आप नॉर्थ साउथ डायरेक्शन में 5 स्ट्रीट्स हैं, ओके, सो दे विल बी लाइक दिस, स्ट्रीट नंबर 1, स्ट्रीट नंबर 2, स्ट्रीट नंबर 3, street number 4 and street number 5. I will represent all of them by S1, S2, S3, S4 and S5. Okay. In west east direction again I will represent it, that is street number 1, street number 2, street number 3, street number 4 and street number 5. Okay, now what it is saying, each 200 meter distance apart is we have to make by 1 centimeter. So here the distance of this should be 1 centimeter. You will make with the scale, you have to take a distance of 1 centimeter between these all streets. Okay students, now take care of it because it is already written in the book, so you have to take care of that. Okay, now draw a model of the city on your notebook. We already have drawn it. Okay, represent the roads and street by single lines. We already have represented it by the single lines. Okay, there are many cross streets in your model. You can see that there are so many cross street. Cross street means, can you see that S1 is crossing? There are 5 S streets, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Okay, it's alright. Now a particular cross street is made by 2 streets. One running in the north-south direction and one in the east-west direction. Each cross street is referred to in the following manner. If second street running in the north-south direction, second street, okay, I'll come to the second street. First, second. This is your second street which is moving in north-south direction. Okay, I'll use the another pen. This is your second street. Okay, second street is moving in north-south direction. Okay, and the fifth in the east-west direction. Meet at some east-west direction. East-west direction, fifth street, this one. Okay, this is your east-west direction. It is meeting at a point. Okay, and then we will call this cross as 2,5. So this point, you can see that this point, I will make a cross like this. This point is represented by 2,5. Okay, can you see that 2 means what? The second street in the north-south direction, and 5 means what? 5 means the fifth street in east-west direction. Understood students? What is the meaning of it? Okay, now using this convention, find how many cross streets can be referred as 4,3. 4,3. Okay, how many can be represented as 4,3? What is the meaning of 4? 4 means first one. You can see second here. Second means what? North south. The 4 means fourth street of here. What is the meaning of it? Fourth street of north south direction. Okay, so where is the fourth street of north south direction? Can you see it? Yes, here it is. This one is your fourth street of north-south direction. Now, comma 3. What is the meaning of 3? 3 means third street of the east-west direction. So, east-west direction, third street. Which one it is? This one. Okay, so can you see that this is only a single point? ये आपका 4,3 सिर्फ एक ही पॉइंट है. 4,3 का कोई और पॉइंट हो ही नहीं सकता. तो इन्होंने यही पूछा है आपसे, हाउ मेनी क्रॉस स्ट्रीट कैन बी रेफर्ड एज 4,3. सो only one cross streets, that is this one, can be represented as the point 4,3. Similarly, in the next question also, second part you have to do yourself, that is 3,4. That is, it is saying how many cross street can be represented as 3,4. So first one is for north south and second one is for east west. Understood students? You have to take care of it. I think you have understood what is the what they have asked in question number 2. We have understood the concept of coordinate geometry, how we can relate this coordinate geometry in our daily life, okay, how you can do all these questions. Thank you.